When people talk about prime Dennis Rodman, they never really give him enough credit because he never really slowed down. Even as a 38-year-old in 2000 with the Mavericks, he was still averaging 14.3 total rebounds per game. But let's rewind the clock back to June 17, 1986, when Dennis Rodman was selected in the second round of the 1986 NBA Draft. Now, the Detroit Pistons took a really big gamble on Dennis Rodman because he was a 25-year-old rookie who really went from a small school in southeastern Oklahoma State, averaging 25 points and 16 rebounds between 1983 and 1986. In Dennis Rodman's time with the Detroit Pistons, he would average 9 points, 11 rebounds in 594 games. This is where he proved himself as a feared rebounder. In his final 2 seasons with Detroit, he would average 18.5 rebounds per game, along with winning 2 straight rebounding championships, one in 1992 and the other in 1993. In his final 2 seasons with the Detroit Pistons, he would average 18.5 rebounds per game, along with having 39 games over 20 rebounds in the 1991-1992 season, and 29 games over 20 rebounds in the 1992-1993 season. He would also set his career high in rebounds on March 4, 1992 with 34 rebounds and 18 offensive rebounds. Dennis Rodman would also win his first and second Defensive Player of the Year, one in 1990 and the other in 1991. In his 7 years with the Pistons, he would go to 3 NBA Finals and win 2 of them. In the 1988 NBA Finals, he would average 8 points and 7 rebounds, and the Pistons would lose the finals in 7. In the 1989 NBA Finals, he would have a much better series, averaging 5 points and 10 rebounds, along with having a great Game 3 with a 12-point, 19-rebound double-double. This time, the Pistons would take the Lakers in a sweep. In the 1990 NBA Finals, Rodman would have his worst final series to date by averaging 2 points and 5 rebounds. He would not play in Game 3 and only play a minute in Game 4. However, the Pistons would take the Trailblazers in 5. In the 1993 NBA offseason, Dennis Rodman would join the San Antonio Spurs and only played 2 seasons there, leading the NBA in rebounding in both 94 and 95, along with taking the Spurs to the playoffs twice. In the 1994 playoffs, they would lose in 4 games to the Utah Jazz. Dennis Rodman would have a great series, averaging 8 points and 16 rebounds, would have a 14-point, 17-rebound double-double in Game 2. Dennis Rodman would be inactive in Game 3, however he would drop a 9-point, 20-rebound performance in Game 4, however the Spurs would still lose. In the 1995 NBA playoffs, Rodman would average 9 points and 15 rebounds, and the Spurs would breeze all the way to the Western Conference Finals, sweeping the Nuggets and beating the Lakers. However, the Rockets would prove to be too much, as the Spurs would lose in 6. But Dennis Rodman had a good series, averaging 6.7 points per game and 15 rebounds, along with having a 14-point, 17-rebound double-double in Game 6. Dennis Rodman would spend the next 3 seasons of his career in Chicago, where he would gather 3 more rings, one against Seattle in 1996 and 2 against Utah in 1997 and 1998. In his 3 seasons with the Bulls, he would average 5 points and 15 rebounds per game. After leaving Chicago, he would play 28 games in LA, averaging 11 rebounds, along with playing 12 games in Dallas, where he would average 14 rebounds. Dennis Rodman was mainly a rebounder during his NBA career, however, he definitely could get the ball in the hoop whenever he wanted to, averaging 52% from the field throughout his entire career, 23% from 3, but unfortunately a really bad 58% from the foul line. He would also have a career-high 60% from the field in 1989. Dennis Rodman will go down in NBA history as a 2-time All-Star, 7-time rebounding champion, 2-time All-NBA, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 8-time All-Defensive, 5-time NBA champion, 75th anniversary team, and Hall of Fame. Dennis Rodman's career high in points and rebounds are the same at 34, along with having 1 lone triple-double on January 16th, 1996, with 10 points, 10 assists, and 21 rebounds. Dennis Rodman is the only player in NBA history who can dominate an entire game without scoring a single point. And with that, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and with that, I will see you all later. Goodbye.